Forgiveness creates a portal for shifting timelines. If you're here, you're meant to hear this message. We opened a portal live on TikTok called The Looking Glass. And in this process, we cover a piece of paper with charcoal, and Spirit shows us symbologies that are significant individually and collectively. We see the Philosopher's Stone, the spiral, the snail, the bird, the bull, the lion, the lioness, the chalice, and a volcano, a little tiny dancer dancing with two hula hoops. And these are reflective of spiritual concepts. In alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone can be presented as an apple, a heart, the color red, and a jewel. And you have this several times in your piece. It's a process of gaining immortality. But in my understanding, especially through art, I see the Philosopher's Stone as being very connected to the golden ratio and the spiral, because we are supposed to be like time machines. We're supposed to grow, forgive, let go, and shift times and follow a divine order in doing so. And this divine order sets your heart on fire. You are water, you're 75% water, and a flame like a volcano or a phoenix will come into your life to set you on fire and to shift you and grow you like a snail. Now, the snail has many positive and negative connotations associated with it. The snail is about taking your home with you wherever you go, the golden ratio, a curse, limited understanding, sloven energy, and it also reflects being able to touch the spiritual world, touch the voice of God. Now look at this piece. This piece has the 7 deadly sins, and one of the 7 deadly sins has a snail at the bottom of the heart. And this has the Philosopher's Stone and a mirror and animals, and many of these animals are in your piece. And so the 7 deadly sins reflect not growing. And when we don't grow, it's like we give ourselves a abortion or miscarriage spiritually, and we forsake our destiny. We forsake our power. We've all been given a gift. And if we do not follow a divine order, we don't follow the golden ratio, we do not get the Philosopher's Stone, and we forsake immortality. Because the spirals also reflect 666, and the 3 666 spirals are a spell, and in the last Memzi, the spiral reflected illumination, becoming more adept spiritually, taking off the mask of falsehood, becoming authentic, and actually getting downloads from the spirit world of mandalas and sacred geometry, things that we need to learn in order to shift out of a world kind of like munchkins that are short of understanding. Dorothy walked the spiral, the spell, in order to grow her spirit, forgive narcissism, ignorance, and shame, the Tin Man, the lion, and the scarecrow, to go to the 4th heart chakra, which was Emerald City, your green heart chakra. And there you become cleaned of many deadly sins. And sin is shame, ignorance, and narcissism. The dog that Dorothy had with her all along is God. And this dog is the divine order of God. Because when we get to a certain point, we begin to hear this divine order and we realize, oh my gosh, it's all around us. You have this coin on you that has 2 horns on the side, kind of like Maleficent, and it says the word sin. Maleficent lost her wings, and in a malicious way, and it hurt, and the torture and the pain of it made her turn into someone she was not meant to be. And so Maleficent cursed a baby. The 2 horns on Maleficent's head reflects being polarized by our own understanding, by the matrix and the world. And when we become polarized, we do things out of divine order, things that are not meant to be. And it causes chaos. It causes wars and battles and fights and things that weren't meant to be. And so we have to follow a divine order and forgive. Forgive an old world. Forgive what was done to us. And even Christ says, if you don't leave your mother, your father, your children, even your own life, you can't make it to heaven, immortality, the philosopher's stone. Because the old world had a curse. Yes, we were stuck in that curse. And we were mad at God for it. Many of us were like, we were hurt as children, and, there was this distant God, and it's as if God was in a prison. It's kind of like Harry Potter, whose God and father was Sirius Black, the dog. And Sirius Black, the dog, reflects a star system called Sirius B, the dog star. And your earthly father was shown here with numbers and gematria. And it really shows your dad as having a curse on his head, like a spell. And a vulture is eating his brain, and he has something mentally that is keeping him in an old world, and you are being asked to leave him behind. You have a lot of spirals on your head as well, and this reflects that you have thoughts of self that need to be removed. You need to remove these spirals, these spells, these thoughts of self, and go into your truth. And your truth is you're not you. Because when the flame, like Maleficent getting her wings, when your wings come back to you, you become powerful and you become half flesh, half spirit. So it's not up to us to decide what we think about ourselves. We just have to follow a divine order. And this divine order will make us into whomever we're meant to be. We become quantum jumpers, time shifters. You have the number 666 with the word limbo at 6 o'clock and by the snail. And you're being warned that don't stay stuck in limbo. Follow a divine order and access your gifts. Your gifts are right in the palm of your hands. You're holding a young girl who is holding 2 hula hoops, and you are here to ignite a fire into little munchkins who are ready to grow up and start walking that spiral and ready to see themselves as not themselves. Leave behind a whole old world through forgiveness and letting go. You're here to bring the fire. You're here to bring the wings and to give people wings. And notice the young girl doesn't have wings, and here behind you are the wings. So when you get your wings and you let go of all things that are not true, all the falseness that is on your mind, you will also help others leave an old reality. The chalice that's being dumped out into the word sin is a warning to not forsake your destiny. Do not forsake it. At 9 o'clock, there are 2 people in bed looking like they're sick. Protect yourself against COVID or illness at this time. I get some vibes in your piece that it's time to reconcile with God and to surrender and let go and understand that we were born very, very far away from God, and we're getting closer to God. And so now that we can hear the divine order of God, we should surrender and forgive and let go so that we can really shift and grow to our destiny. You are at a stage in your life where your heart chakra is being opened, and like Dorothy, you're going to find other tall people like you, and you will become a horse of many colors, like a mansion of many rooms, a coat of many colors, and you will become part of a collective consciousness. So surrender, let go, and allow your soul to be cleaned of all that is false, and you will become the powerful person you were always meant to be. Follow the dog, divine order of God. Make sure to look up symbologies yourself, as each symbol can contain 7 or more meanings each.